Please don't air any of this, Brad.
All right, we ready? You hitting it? Tell me when we're rolling. No, we've been rolling. God damn.
We're Googling over here.
All right.
To nerd sports now, people.
Exactly.
Look out. Do you fear death?
Oh, one of the greatest lines of all time.
I've got a job to it. I've got a job to it.
Kind of like whistles at her, so Dad looks over and the guy's going. And Dad's like, I got the fuck out of there. I was like, oh man, you didn't partake? I thought that was part of the mountain biking community, that y'all just went out there and had sex together in your tight shorts. But
Literally making me 30 sides of red sauce. He just takes it back up.
So that's what I was doing wrong the first time.
that's what you were doing wrong.
Big Pharma's turning the frogs gay, and it's coming after your kids.
And they're going to make them incredibly happy.
Infowars.com.
Listened to so much. Are you...
We're in trouble now.
Penis.
Alright, so
Where are you sitting?
is this in front? How we can move that camera anywhere. We can move the chair in there. You're doing a haircut here.
I'll sit up here.
He said he was going to talk
So there's that mic's gonna be on, and
Okay.
Stillwell's mic's gonna be on. I'll keep an eye on the levels back here while I'm doing it. Well, y'all can see them too.
No eating in the mic.
Hey Larry, come here.
God damn.
Are we rolling?
Yeah, I went ahead and hit it.
I like it.
Let's just have fun. We might cut all this out, but all right. So
Man, this
this
thing's
red
hot.
mic is mine.
You'd be
Red.
sweating.
This is the guest mic right here. If you see it start going in the red, here's the knob.
Okay.
So just cut them. Yeah, just keep an eye on that. We'll get a good level for us.
Yes, sir. Hey, give me some
Can I come down?
feedback in the mics here.
Does it go down or do I need to?
Hello?
If that's
Hello?
where it is,
Hello?
I'll move
Hello?
it.
Testing 1, 2. Testing 3, 4.
Hello?
You good right now?
Hello?
Yeah, Jason was good.
Yeah.
Don't whistle.
That's about right. We should be
Brad getting a haircut.
good. You know, the last time I actually got a haircut, well, I can't even tell you. It's probably been 15 years.
You're telling me.
I was had one for a long time ago.
Hippies. Ah,
This is
this
one way to
mic,
get it
yes.
done.
Don't touch it.
Hell yeah! Start a podcast.
That's right.
Yeah, it's in there.
Then you get that.
Like I'm already getting a headache.
Yeah,
Uh-oh. There's trouble.
Huh? Yeah, we're rolling.
Have a good night.
Little boy's alive.
She's out.
The little boy's alive.
I don't know.
Let's get this dip out somehow.
No, you should dip in. She's like one side will be like more shaved than the other.
Yeah.
Wait,
It'll
why?
mess with you.
I didn't even think about that.
So plug your business, Jordan.
I shall let that dog out.
House of Handsome.
Yeah, so my business name is House of Handsome, and I do like luxury men's services, so like hot shades, facials, all that good
If
stuff.
you need in that room, climbing through the window. So when did you start?
Is it okay?
Well, I started House of Handsome in December of last year. I've been doing men's hair for this is my 10th year, and that's all I've done is men's hair my whole career.
So Larry told me a little bit about how you got started, but tell me like what your journey was.
Well,
How'd you get into that?
started dating Larry and didn't have an income, so I started folding towels for his old books. And got my license in, let's see, August, and by November I was a manager. And I managed for 4 of their stores for 8 years, and then moved on to a more like upscale barbershop. Grew my clientele. Oh, and then I left there and I went to a tattoo / barbershop. Which
You wanna grab-
wasn't for me,
Hey,
but
hold on, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna
Grab this. Grab this
What, tattoo / barber?
yeah, tattoo and barbershop. And
So
I
come and get a tattoo and a haircut type
Yep.
of deal?
Nope.
That way I don't have to.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah,
So cute.
we had like 2 separate rooms. It was a really cool setup. It just wasn't
What was it?
like for me.
Just
The
throwing
environment wasn't
beer.
for me.
That's
So I just decided to do my own thing.
Brad likes sucking on
And
That's a
luckily
little
I have a lot of really
This is a little
loyal
lady
clients.
pipping inside of it.
It looks like one of those old
Followed me
school,
through the
like,
trenches.
doesn't
Now I
like,
just like create my own
give me a
environment.
haircut.
That's nice.
Cut hair all day. So I've
Let's
got-
get you a microphone. I don't think we can hear her at all.
Oh,
Here.
really?
Sorry.
You don't want to hear us.
We don't fucking need to hear y'all.
Okay, good idea.
I don't even think y'all need to be on camera.
Take
Right? I'm
mine.
just gonna put her over this whole deal.
Take mine
Probably
away.
should.
Actually, you guys can leave.
Yeah, you don't even need
Nate's
to be
been
here,
ready to since before he got here.
Yeah, I didn't even want to.
really. There we go. 5 minutes in.
Don't drop my shaving cream.
I know. Sorry.
I have a hot lather machine. I was like, should I
Fucked
bring
it
it?
up. I'll just leave this like up. And we can hear you talk.
Now I feel like a real barber.
Now it's your show.
A real barber.
See, look,
Welcome
I'm
to
gonna
the
get
Oh,
rid
you
of
should have
show.
brought your light.
My ring light?
Yeah.
I know. I have a ring light I should have brought.
Boom. There we go.
I've been
Now
going
it's
to
your
bed by
show.
like 7:30.
That's
Oh man, we got
We
booted.
just co-opted it.
Oh, so sad, guys.
We didn't need them anyway.
No, we didn't. This is literally what I do for a living. I cut hair and I talk, so.
What's
your favorite
so?
things?
I gotta ask you this: what is the level of engagement with people generally?
I'm 90 to nothing the whole time.
So you do the talk and they listen.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're getting free therapy while you're getting paid to give haircuts. That's
Yeah,
kind of
well,
how it is. It's like a podcast, right? You just get to talk it out,
yeah. No, that's it. And like, I'm pretty.
and they're captive. They can't leave.
Right, exactly.
Kinda like
I
Larry.
always say I'm an introvert's best friend or worst nightmare. You know?
Yeah.
They either come in and they're like, oh, thank God she's talking for me. Or they're like, oh my God, she won't shut up.
Do you
But-
have anybody that talks back, like that really engages? Or brother-in-law?
Yeah, I do. Like, I've had a lot of my clients for like 6 years, 3 years, you know. Most of them, this is the second pregnancy they've been through with me. So that's also good because they know what to expect. They're like, oh God, she's pregnant again.
So
But-
how long are you taking off when you have the baby?
God, I get asked that every time I get a haircut.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I do, and it's just funny because I feel like guys are like, so what day are you leaving? And I'm like,
When
I
you
don't
coming
know.
back?
Yeah, she'll tell us when I'm leaving. But I feel like I'm gonna try for 6 weeks. Hopefully, I mean, I'm almost 29 weeks now, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm busting out lots of haircuts, and it's not really affecting me too much. So hopefully, I can work up until I have her. The goal is to be like, hey guys, I'm in labor. No more haircuts until 6 weeks from now. So
And everything's good. Everything's healthy.
yeah. I mean,
What a blessing, right?
it is. It was a surprise, but always a blessing.
You had short labors too, right? First child.
Yeah. My second one
Hey,
came out
Larry,
so
Will you
fast.
hook me up with a peach
Yeah, what that?
I
in the
think.
fridge?
I got one right here.
You got,
Oh, still
you got some of those peach lattes?
Yeah, there you go.
You got it. I like those peach
Oh, that's a
lattes.
beer.
He likes wine now.
I was thinking.
He's a
like
wine-
a
he's a
peach
wine
straight
guy?
up.
Trade me.
Fanta.
God, that gets
That
down.
sounds right.
Thank you, brother. You the man. Look at him laying gravel over here.
Laying gravel. Yeah, I was gonna say whoever laid your gravel.
Well, it's not. Larry did a good job.
It's a little rocky.
It's for Michael? Is it not in the? It should be in the car, in the center console. If not, they're on my backpack next door.
Okay, listen. Can you turn this light on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fire it up.
I just need to see the back a little better.
Fire it up.
I can't
Turn
see
it
anything back here.
on.
So
So we can.
just kidding. No, that's good.
Is it better?
Yep. I have a ring light. Could have brought it, but
Do you really?
yeah.
What are you doing with a ring light?
TikTok.
You do TikTok?
I tried to make some videos. When I first started, I was trying to promote myself a lot.
Yeah.
I don't do as many anymore because like word of mouth is I mean, my job is so easy now. I just they come in and you build a relationship, and like guys, I found it's really hard for them to get comfortable enough to like get the services that I provide, like the hot shaves and the facials and stuff like that. I feel like it's kind of like a vulnerable thing for them to do.
Yeah,
so,
I think I don't know that I particularly would want to have a facial.
yeah, but I do
You know
them
what I
every
mean?
day. I think it's a lot of it is just like people becoming comfortable with me and knowing that like they can lay back and relax and enjoy their time.
How often do you get hit on though?
Let's hear it.
Did you see Larry's head bob up there? He wants to know too.
See, it's not just me, okay? I know you guys all heard about the Hawk Tuah girl.
Yeah, we did.
Put her on the
And,
spot,
Talked
man.
about it nonstop.
Yeah,
on the show. Hey,
I
even
know.
Ashley Perkins was brought up the Hawk to a girl.
She's
Nobody's
not
talking
Larry's
about
type,
it.
so it's fine. Honestly, like most of my clients at this point know that I'm married happily,
Yeah, and
very
respect-
happily
and respect
married.
that.
Yeah,
You see her?
Um,
You see her? Very happy.
Bullshit.
very. I am.
Very happily.
But you know, when I was working for Sport Clips, it was constant. I did have a situation with a guy at the tattoo shop,
Well, I mean, that tattoo / haircut.
and I thought Larry was gonna lose his mind over that one. So, you know.
He's like, obviously.
But most
Look at where
people,
you're
they
at.
know my relationship and they respect that. So,
Good.
but you know, if you do 100 men's haircuts a week and not one of them compliments you, then you're like, what's wrong with me? You know, at the end of the day. So, I usually get.
So ladies do like the compliment.
I mean, it's flattering. Just be respectful about it, you know. Because if not, then
I almost feel like most men are afraid to say anything at all.
I don't
I've just
know.
never
See,
heard this side of this story. Usually I catch a whole nother
That's not
perspective from
true.
this.
I come home and tell you every time. Well, most of the time. But
Guys, to whoever's listening, we're going to be doing a couples cast with Larry and George here.
You're gonna
right
start.
before the baby comes.
You're gonna
out.
have like
Sounds
a whole,
like it's gonna have a
whole new
couple
thing. It's gonna
sessions that go
yeah.
through.
Yeah.
It might take us a couple to get
Welcome
Brad's
to
therapy
Hairapy.
couch.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Hairapy!
that's some
Did you hear that,
bad
man?
counseling
Hairapy.
right there.
Hairapy.
Therapy session. I like it.
Okay, but the other day, okay, so like 6 months ago, Larry went to Sonic and a girl was hitting on him. And he came home and he's telling me, yeah, this girl at Sonic was hitting on me. And I said, and how did that make you feel? And he's like, I mean, you know, it was a compliment. It was nice. And I said, well, good for you, because everyone should feel good about themselves. And sometimes, I'm going to turn you this way a little more.
Yep.
Sometimes
But we both
you need to
agree
hear
he
that.
shouldn't have had sex with her afterward. That was inappropriate.
Wait, what happened?
I'll be right back.
What happened?
let me go ahead and sharpen that straight razor, and I'll be right back.
Oh,
It is, you know,
About to get
man,
bloody
I
right
would
here.
not trust my wife with a razor around my throat. Not for 1 second.
That's why I don't grow facial hair, so she can't cut it.
It
Yeah,
is
that's
coming
why.
back. Larry's beard looks like razor wire, dude.
I know.
I wouldn't want to touch it. It'd cut my fingers off.
He kept telling me, he's like, should I shave it? Should I? And I was like, yeah,
I was
shave
feeling
it.
wild.
Well, you're the hair expert.
I am.
Does it?
I don't know.
Is that an old wives' tale, or does it come back thicker after you shave it?
I don't know.
For young men, like when you're first growing a beard,
I don't really feel
I
like
think it
that's a
just comes
thing.
in thicker because you're just.
it could be bullshit.
No, I agree.
It worked for me though.
It may come in thicker, but it's not going to come in places that there's not a hair
Yeah.
follicle.
it still
You know?
does.
Fair. Okay. Yeah.
Like if it's not growing in at all, it's not going to come in. Like,
But if you get it grizzly enough, it all intertwines and covers.
yeah,
over.
I told him that. I'm like, if you grow it long enough,
How do
Yeah.
y'all avoid that?
eventually the weight of it, it'll just like
It'll
fall.
all mesh in.
Yeah. So
Oh no.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Poor
And
guy.
then you get it all done and it just
He's
looks like a
insecure
war
about it.
zone
I
down
could care
there.
less, but he thinks because I do hair, he's like,
Yeah.
Right. I get that. I
I'm
get
losing my
that.
hair and I can't grow a beard. I'm like, I don't. That's more work for me, you know.
That's fair.
I could care less.
Do you even think about it anymore, or are you just so good you just?
She-Man.
I don't think about it. Okay, so you ever
So it
drive
would be
somewhere
now.
and you get
Do you
there?
have enough room back there? I can scoot up. Like I feel like you're.
No, it's fine. This is my life now.
Well, I mean, you've got
and this is my catch-all.
George's back there. Right?
Yeah,
What's the middle name?
Shay. Georgia Shay.
Yeah, I
Named
think
it for her
it.
sister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nikia.
That's also in the redneck name.
Well,
names,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Gotta be.
Nikia's Lachey. Nikia Lachey.
Yeah, we
So.
dropped the la. It's just Shay.
It's just Shay. Okay.
Yeah. But
So you're gonna start a podcast now? A haircast?
did you tell him that?
Yep.
Did
Called
you-
Hairapy.
No,
I thought
because
called
I was
therapy.
talking crap because she
Hairapy.
wouldn't let me
Oh,
come
Hairapy.
on, and I said I'll just start
She
my
said
own
that a while ago.
podcast then. Don't need him.
They didn't fucking know who you were.
Well, that's fine. How are you gonna know?
How would I have you on if I didn't know you? See, we've arranged it. Now you're doing it.
I know.
Debut episode and possible podcast.
This is our monthly check-in therapy
Brad's
session.
haircut.
Yeah, everybody's gonna
That's a
come
good
in
name for
each
your
month.
podcast.
Hairapy. But
That's your name. You can have it.
it's kind of like
I think I'm gonna start one called
Yeah,
Hairapy.
hair rapey. Yeah, I get that too.
therapist, you know. It's like
Don't do that.
Ooh,
Hair
yeah.
rapist.
yeah, borderline.
It is borderline.
Yeah,
I need to
Think
dip.
that through. You know.
maybe
Great name,
10
though.
years
Just took
ago,
it
but
too
these
far.
days,
I don't know. I say lean into it.
lean into it.
Maybe as your logo, it's a rapist getting a haircut.
Oh
You
God,
just do that.
I felt like something I would be really good at is talking to people about how to talk to people when they're not comfortable, you know?
Like talking to introverts.
Like
You
people
like
who
it.
are cutting hair and talking
don't
to
have
them
spit in.
about how they can
About
talk
how
to
to-
others. Like people who don't enjoy
Okay.
conversating
Yeah,
because
it's-
a big part, a lot of people can cut hair, but can they, it's how
So
you
it's
feel
another,
when you
It's
leave.
another skill set.
Yeah.
To be able to just talk to people.
It really is. Especially when you're a woman that works with all men. I feel like, which
Yeah,
I'm,
I consider
And
that.
it's
That's
free.
interesting. So you're talking about training people who are learning the ability to cut hair, but like teaching them how to converse.
right. And that's one of
Got
my
a
favorite
little
things to do.
entrepreneur over here,
I
Larry.
know.
Yeah, she is.
I'm trying. See,
I tried to give her a couple ideas too, and she didn't like them, so we didn't go those routes.
Well,
We tried to do a mobile salon.
oh.
Yeah. What'd you say?
She said her ideas are better than yours.
Oh.
man.
actually,
I think mine were just more
okay,
expensive.
No, he did try to get me to do a mobile salon, and that was a really good idea, and I almost ran with it. But
I think the podcast is a great idea.
I think it,
Just fire it up. Just see if the guest is cool with it or not, and then you can just talk and just upload it. Boom.
Mobile.
I mean, I have the perfect
Like, I've
opportunity
seen 'em on
because I have
TikTok
people in
and
my
stuff
chair
like
all
that.
day. You know.
I don't know of any around here.
I can't think of anyone else who does that.
Yeah.
You could corner the market, give me like 60% of the profits, and I don't know why I would deserve that, but we
Well-
can
Well, you
negotiate.
don't.
The issue is that most of my conversations at work
Just
are
squeeze
not
it.
hair related at all, so
Well,
Rub
it wouldn't be
it. Stroke it.
beneficial.
well, sure.
It's
do
more
you-
like,
What are you talking about?
Say I want to go rock out a drum solo.
okay, so have you seen the movie Split with the guy that has like
Why does
a
everything gotta
million
be behind camera?
personalities?
Probably not. If it
Yeah.
came out in the last 20 years.
It's like, oh yeah,
That's
can
me.
we finally get to
I-
the drum lessons that you
Yeah,
promised me 15 years ago?
It's different for every client. Like they're all a
Well, I was
part of
gonna
me,
say- well, yeah.
You know?
Yes. No, that makes perfect sense.
but they're all just like,
They're different masks you put on.
Right.
Is the way Nicole described it.
Yeah.
Their audio's gonna get cut.
She was in radio, so she had to do different
oh what?
networks.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a big radio DJ back in the 90s.
I think it's catching a lot of
before
hits,
she went to
too.
prison, which is kind of what her whole podcast is about, her story going to prison and whatnot. But she worked for different networks, and she had a different like personality on each one. They were all her, but it was a different, it might be the country girl or the rock and roll girl.
Right,
whatever,
different
but it's-
versions of.
Yeah, it's still you, but it's through a different kind of filter depending on what your network is or what your customer is.
No, for sure. I feel like
This talk is good.
like you have like the little old man
Did you
that
try
walks
that
in
red
that just
sauce?
wants like companionship, and it's like, well, hey, how you
Let's try
doing?
that, maybe that'll loosen
Oh,
it
for
up.
sure.
You just want to talk to somebody.
Yeah, I have a client that's in his like he's 88 talk to because he's so smart. I love talking to like the older generation and getting their
Yeah, me
like
too.
they just have the best stories and they're unfiltered.
And they're unfair.
You know, like you get what you get. They don't care. And sometimes I have to close my door though because they're so unfiltered and there's other people in the building.
Well, how many? Is it just you?
So I rent a room
Okay, so you rent a room, but it's
Yeah.
just you.
in my room, and
I've seen
then
that.
across the hall I
I'm
have
bringing a canned beer though.
Crystal. She's amazing. She does women's hair. She's a blonde specialist, and her apprentice.
Blonde specialist?
How does it
Yes.
work?
So she specializes in blonde. She does my hair. She just
Oh,
gave
you
me a haircut
pour it in
on the
there?
podcast.
There you go.
You say it like I'm stupid.
Then next door I have a friend of mine, and her roommate. They both do men's hair as well.
I didn't know
But
you
yeah, I
poured
have-
it
I have
in
my
there. I
own
thought the
room
can went in there and
that
it
I
like
rent,
punctured it somehow.
and
And then
so
we
I can
proceeded
kind
to
of.
whip your
Well,
ass.
most of the time I don't have to because we're all kind of on the same page. But create my own environment. I can shut the door if
But
need
you need
be.
to get your own space or you're not renting though. You need something you own, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
You gotta get you into something.
look at those bags.
Yeah, it's terrible. Hold on, my hairline's not receding, is it?
A little bit.
I don't think so.
No, it's fine.
It's
Ding
fine.
dong.
Dude, my
Everything's fine.
dad's
Ding dong.
65. and
No,
it's-
my hair's thick as shit too, boy.
But what about your mom's dad?
Should see mine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is that
it's
where it
good.
comes from?
That's
It's starting
what
to
they
thin
say.
out a little in the back, but right now it's solid.
Well, he was bald at like 30, so
Okay.
I already outlasted
Yeah.
him. He grew it so my grandpa, my paternal grandfather, had like 2 foot long hair on one side that he would comb over into this magnificent thing. You thought he had this great head of hair, and then you just lifted it up. I remember the first time I saw it, we were hunting, and he had gotten up early in the morning and walked out, and his hair was just hanging off the side of his head. It frightened me. Terrified me. I still remember.
Did you hear Trump going on about his hair the other day?
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Making fun of himself.
Yeah, he was
It's like a
making
Trump
fun of
haircut.
himself because his hair was like blowed over and he's seen himself on his video and he's like, look at that comb over. He said, that's terrible. He kept going on and on and on about how bad
No, I
it
didn't
was.
see that.
Yeah.
That's, so back to what do I talk to my clients about?
Yeah.
Politics is a big one, which is like a
Really?
no-no. But I know my clients. I know
Well,
my
yeah.
client base.
Okay.
And
Are
what we
they
can talk
mostly
about.
like conservative?
Sit down.
Or
I would say most of them are like-minded. They think like me. So I'm
what does that mean?
like, I'm very.
You got about
In the middle?
9 minutes.
I would say I'm
Centrist?
definitely more conservative.
Okay.
But I am also very. It's your life. It's not really my business. Do
my
what you
life.
want with your life. I think it comes down to more of like policy on like economy and
Wake
foreign
up, dude.
affairs and stuff like that that makes me more conservative. But I don't really care.
Sleeping.
I don't care who you love. I don't care what you do with your body. Like, you know.
Are y'all aren't a religious family, are you?
I mean, I am.
Like, how are you raising your kids? Like, do y'all go to church regular or? Do
No, I mean,
Any of
we
that?
talk about it. Like, Waylon knows. My mom passed away a few years ago, and we call her Grandma in Heaven, and we kind of, you know, have had those conversations.
Right.
But I think one thing for Larry and I is, like, we just want to give our kids the choice. I mean, obviously, we have to educate them and give them the tools to make
Scared.
their decisions, but
Right, absolutely.
forcing that stuff on them kind of just complicates it. I think he dealt a lot with that.
Yeah, I want them to be aware of it, but make their own kind of decision. I don't want them to feel like they have to choose this path.
Yeah, come to terms with like their own beliefs on their own. That's
Yes.
what, because
That's a good way
eventually
to
they're
say
going to be
that.
adults, you know.
Because I was told at a young age, believe this or go to hell,
Mhm.
literally.
Well, my mom believed that you could live a perfect life and then go commit a crime and die as soon as you leave, and like that's it, you're done. And that was like, it was like fire and brimstone,
Yes.
terrifying. And my mom,
Hmm?
you know, I hope she's not right because of the way she,
Yeah.
she passed. And so I try to like,
I don't
Just-
think anyone knows. Christianity's all
Stuff
about
when I went to
faith.
Utah.
Oh,
And
for
Gerald,
sure.
I
you
mean,
could take it side by side. It
Because
was
nobody
street
was
legal.
there 2,000
And you
years
could ride
before
it
this
like
happened.
7
Well, I
minutes,
always
and
tell
then you hit
people,
this
like,
little
when they're
dirt
like,
road,
how do
and
you
it goes
know?
off
I
to this
say
big old field, and then you hit the base of a
my
mountain, and
experiences, the
next
things
thing
that
you
I
know, there's a
feel,
sign over there,
right?
it's like,
And
you're 9,000
like
feet
going to
above
bed
sea
at
level.
night and
And then we went on top.
Larry
of it.
being, I'm so tired, I haven't slept in days, and then
We got
me
to ride
praying for
cool,
him that
so
he
that-
sleeps
I
good, he
was
wakes up the next
terrified.
morning, he's like, I slept so
Wasn't
good
like
last
a
night.
freaking mountain lion
You know,
come out
and
of
just
nowhere and
like
helped
my
me off the four-wheeler,
experiences.
because it was like sheer
And those are
rocks
different for
and stuff. It was
everybody,
just like
and
huge, and
they
hiding
interpret
in there,
those
you know.
in their own
But
way, and
you could see loads
I think
of
it's just
places where
important,
like
instead of
lightning
like
stripping
pushing it
a
on
tree,
people,
and
just
like
to
a whole section
be
of the
open
forest
about
was just
how you
burnt
believe
and
and what you
charred,
feel.
and then you
and let them
get
form their
past it, and then it'd be all
opinions.
green and lush again.
But unfortunately,
Kinda
people
wild.
have lost the
It's really
ability
cool.
to think critically these days. So.
I really liked it.
Boy, they really have. And I've been trying to understand that. I've been talking to some people about
No,
that very
it's-
thing. The best explanation I've heard is, I'm busy, I don't want to have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I just want to
We're lazy.
Well,
It's laziness.
It is laziness. It
You
absolutely
you
is.
have somebody sitting in front of you telling you what to believe.
Yeah.
Why would you take the time to believe
What's the
anything different when
temperature
it's
like out there
right
right
there
now?
in front
But,
of
I
you?
mean, we're all guilty of it to an extent, sure.
Up there?
But,
Yeah.
Yeah, that,
Really?
that is as good an explanation as any.
Sometimes I have to remind
Was it all
myself because I'll go to
happy?
like tell
Was
my
it all
clients
like a
something. I'm like,
happy,
oh yeah,
good,
I saw this thing, and I'm like, okay, well hold on, it was on TikTok, so take it for what it is, you know. It may or may not be
Yeah.
the truth.
Or fear.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know how many decisions
Yeah.
people make based on fear?
Out of fear, yeah.
Take a bunch of them.
Which is not a good way to make decisions.
No, and I think so. I listened to this girl on TikTok. Her name is Jordan, but that's not why she's so great.
There's my hero.
She does like
Who's that?
unbiased
There goes my
videos, and
hero.
she talks about media bias all the time. She actually does like a lecture at Princeton University on it, and she talks about how like what complicates things so much these days
The light
is that
pollution. It's the light pollution.
both sides of a
that
lot
causes
of
it.
people's opinions are
They say
justifiable.
if you go to Alaska,
So,
but I wanna go
you know,
to
there's
Alaska
certain
too, 'cause
things,
the Aurora Borealis
like if you were to say
I wanna go see
murdering
that.
somebody is okay, like you can't justify
I
that.
don't remember.
But
Oh,
there are
okay,
other topics that are
yeah.
justifiable, and people don't want
Yeah,
to think hard enough about things to understand why they truly believe the way that they do.
Yeah.
So they
that's
just
fair.
run with it. And a lot of it is just
I
how
think
we're
I lived
wired.
there. I didn't see
And I told my clients, I said, thank God we don't all think like me, you know, because we wouldn't have running vehicles, like we wouldn't have anything. Because all I can do is cut hair, and
Yeah.
you know I can clean a little bit. I can't even cook, you know.
Not
You
chef.
sure?
No, not a chef. It just would not be a great world. I think it's wonderful that we all think differently. I think
really?
people lose sight of
Skill sets, yeah.
how
Over there
important
the other
it
day.
is that we
Does he ever say
think
anything
differently
about
than one
some big deal over
another.
there?
Well,
Big
that is
deal, big
actually our
bucks.
strength, is our diversity, and
Yeah.
we used it as a way to divide, because that's
what?
what, I mean, the people in power, what,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think Jared brought this up on
Yeah,
his
right to where you
episode,
turn on
like, in
Harmon,
Psych
you
101,
go back toward the
or,
water tower there.
poli-sci,
Like as soon as you
political
turn on the
science.
road, you look
Mhm.
back
The
toward
first
the
rule
store,
is get in
and that
power,
patch of
stay in
trees
power.
right there.
Right,
Dog,
so if
I
you're
mean,
in
he looked
power,
up,
how do
there was
you
a brush
stay in
pile
power?
on his head.
Divide
I
those
bet you it was
people.
like 12,
Right.
14
Because if they're
feet.
united,
It was
then they're
massive.
gonna have
I've
a
never seen a
unified
big
voice.
We're too strong.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
But divided, where, I mean,
It's the same thing with it starts in our public school system.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I agree.
let's not teach them about the things that matter. Let's occupy the time with
Yeah.
other things. It seems like we're
Ooh.
teaching them,
Right.
but
Hey, I
if
got
we
my
know too
30-30
much,
back.
we're too strong, and that's. I would
Like,
give
you
anything
know, I
to
sold him
homeschool
a
my kids.
30-30 a long time
I don't
ago.
think it would be healthy for any of
He got
us for
some
me
new
to be
money,
my
and he
kids
sold it
all
back
the
to
time
me
like
for
It's
that.
not for the
200. Well, he owed me
But,
100, and he sold it
It's
back
a
to me
lot
for
harder
2.
than,
And then,
if you're doing it right. Now, I do know
Yeah.
mothers who
So I gave him
homeschool their
200 instead of
kids,
3,
which just means
and then
letting
I
them
got
jack
back.
around all day and
Right.
not doing jack shit, which is very, very terrible.
Well, it is because
use it this way.
education is important. You know, I just feel like we've lost sight of, like, why are we not taught things like taxes and stuff in school? You know,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Some basic economy.
That blows
Yeah.
your whole shoulder.
Yeah.
I feel like the
blows
nation
the
would be in a much better place
Oh,
if we all were taught
The
things
whole
like
shoulder.
just basic adulting skills. I mean, you gotta know how to file taxes, and what's crazy is like they
Yeah,
come out
you're
with this
right.
new form that you have to fill out as a business owner, the BOI
I
form.
always think like,
It's called the what?
I feel bad when that happens. But like, you know that
So
hurts,
it's
but then it's
basically
like,
a form that tracks. They don't want you embezzling from companies, right? So it's supposed to somehow track your.
But isn't that ironic? They don't want you embezzling shit, but
Right.
I guarantee the people who wrote that bill are.
Oh, of course. And here's the thing: you can be charged.
Motherfuckers.
Don't quote me, but I believe it was up to $500 a day for every day that you're late, and then all these other fines for not doing it correctly. We paid someone to do the form for us because we were like, we're not playing that game. And so.
what? What form?
But here's the thing. The only reason I found out about it is because our CPA told us. Like, how else would we have known?
You wouldn't have.
You know?
Unless you're just looking for it.
Then we would have been sitting here not following the rules if they charged all these fines and fees, and they would have made their money off of
And
us
that's
that way.
bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah. I feel like it's all by design now, you know.
Oh, 100%. They know what they're doing.
So here we are,
They're
and
expert criminals.
yeah. Oh, I mean, if we did half the things that our government does.
That's the thing that's been frustrating me lately is everybody's like, well, once Trump gets in, it's all gonna be fixed. It's like, man, I don't believe that's true. Sadly.
No, it goes way deeper
It's
than our
so deeper
president.
than, yeah.
And I'm a huge fan. It's not a secret. But that's not a problem solver for us.
You're a fan of Trump.
Right.
Well, you know that's his weakest demographic is white women. Or I should say suburban.
But
women.
that's-
not really
I mean-
a race thing. Still, could you hook me up with a natty light?
Oh yeah.
Fire me one.
We got mine
Some of
already.
the cooler.
Same time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you
No, I
call
went
this
from
time?
being a shaggy.
Said he called you this time?
I'm
I
single.
guess I didn't do a good enough job.
Yeah, you were asking if I think about it, and no.
Let you finish
You
it.
ever
Next
drive
time, I
somewhere
ain't
and you
wearing
get
such
there
a
and you're
cool
like, how
shirt.
did I get here?
This is not
That's
it.
me and a
Only when I'm drinking.
Maybe we should clip that
What
out.
did you do, lady?
Nothing. I got
You
you.
didn't drop my beer, did you?
No,
Because that sprays all over me.
Shake that up before you give it to
Trying
me.
to Yeah, don't let Nathan deliver the beer.
That's why I give it to Larry.
Yeah, thank you.
It's awesome, though.
But
Are our mics on? We should pause them or something. We're having our own conversation.
oh, your mic is on.
Shit.
It's been on the whole time.
That's not good.
Well, are we talking over you?
Oh,
Or were you talking
Well,
about
is there any way
Larry?
you can
Larry's
isolate?
the one who's watching
Yeah.
the audio.
I mean, no, it's good. You told me just to check the levels, and the levels are great.
You're probably gonna have to cut it all out because you're hearing y'all.
You can isolate her audio,
I
though,
know, I
right?
was thinking.
Not
My audio?
Not one.
I'm saying we probably talked over you the entire time.
Oh.
Well, I didn't think about
Good,
that.
I want to know
yeah,
what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, that's. I thought it'd be funny to just keep your mics on. which
Yeah.
you did.
And then when we're done, we're going to
It's
replay
Hold
it.
on, which one are they? Get. Which one are we on?
I'm sure there's a way you can like pull that audio out. Yeah.
I'll turn them off.
Turn them off.
I bet that.
This is my
Well,
show.
that's all. That's what I want.
Well, when y'all were talking, you could see it going up and down too. So I think it was actually picking y'all up a
We
little
were
bit as well.
whispering, I think.
Yeah, they
I
were.
don't-
We'll call this Hairapy
Hair.
with Jordan. See, she's already got a name. For her
Copyrights to
episode.
that name.
I do. I told Larry whenever I didn't get invited for the third time, I was like, you know what? I don't need you guys. I'm going to have my own show.
You tell
And-
yourself that.
It's going to be, because I always ask my clients this question.
He should say it
Because
out
I
loud.
don't know why it intrigues
He
me.
turned his
And
No,
then Larry was
that's a
making
good
fun of
thing
me
you turned that off.
for it. But if you could travel either to outer space or to the depths of the ocean, you know you're coming back safe. But you get to go explore either one. Which one would you choose?
I have to do one or the other.
Yeah.
I can't just say no thanks.
No, you have to. That's the question.
That is the question.
That's literally the question.
That's what Grandma
Honestly, I'd probably be more curious about the depths of the ocean because I believe that there is
Aliens.
evidence of. Well, I mean, I'm open to anything. There's a theory that our planet was created by the collision of a larger body with Mars, I believe it was. Tiamat, the planet Tiamat.
I'd
and
be down
that,
to go check
if
it
you go
out.
underwater deep
There was like
enough,
a
there are
song
these
space shuttle that
caverns.
worked, and you could
There's
just
basically an
go in there
alien
and
planet.
like a
So I think
infinite
that'd be
food
pretty
source.
sick. And isn't the ocean like one of the most?
Grab some
Haven't we only
steak or
explored like
something.
20% of it or something
Right.
like that?
Well,
Is that
I think we used to explore and then we stopped, and I'm curious, like,
Why did we stop?
Why?
Well, I know it takes a lot of. I mean, I don't know water, but I'm no scientist.
Did you-
I know
oh,
the
never
deeper you go, obviously, the more pressure. And so you probably
Right.
gotta have some pretty sophisticated structures to go down that deep. But if we can get out into space,
We learned that from the Titanic submarine situation.
oh
They gave me
my
so
God,
they
do
gave me
you
most
remember
anxiety. Oh my gosh.
How long
I-
ago was that now?
It was like
that this
2
year or
years.
last year?
I think it
Has
was-
been a couple years.
I think it was
Are you
year
supposed to
before
hold the
last.
That was
I don't think
so
it happened this
slow.
year. In 2023. It was crazy. Okay, so I want to be clear on this lineup. So we go. I'm looking. We go down and do just like to go in here, or because it kind of goes up a little bit right here. So do like a U shape, or do we just go down low and then over?
I'm gonna see this side. Whatever you're doing here.
right?
This
Well, I
is
haven't
not-
touched that part yet.
Yeah, well, just like whatever this is, like, where it's clear and straight.
Okay.
I don't want to curve.
Okay,
Just
I
make-
got you.
Well, I was gonna ask if
Well, what's your answer? Would you rather go down to the
No,
depths or
we
go out
could
to
go to
space? 'Cause I
Vegas.
feel like
I-
space
If you
is
think
so
it could be
vast.
Vegas. But
I don't know. There's
I
more.
struggle with it
largest
because
dispensary in the world.
for me, I'm curious. So I want to know. I want to go where I'm gonna get more surprises, I guess. So for me, I feel like space would be easier to predict because it's more open.
Yeah, we drove down there and
You
hung
know?
out for 4
So it's
Yeah,
like-
if you find other planets.
Both
Right,
you're
and then
looking at
what's
a
on
whole
them.
new
We went into one
possibilities
casino.
there.
Yeah.
And
But the
like
ocean
older
terrifies
slot
me,
machines, you know,
and I think
just
there's a
like
reason
videos,
for
you
that.
know?
There's got to be a reason why the
There's a
ocean
table of
is
them.
so
There's 8 of
scary
them on the table.
to so many people.
And Alex goes in and starts
What
like
terrifies you
he's
about it?
walking, they're like, they're still playing as he's
I
walking
think
around.
just
And he's like halfway
the
around the table.
unknown, like not
like
being
the
able to
first one
see it,
hits
not being able to like.
150, the second one hits for
Um,
400, second and third one hits for like 300. I was like,
Okay, so you'll see like
I was
fish and
like,
stuff
I'm
that
ready
come
to
out of
go,
there,
you know?
and
He's like, well, here's 60
every
bucks. I was like,
time
all right, I'll see
they
you.
find
I
a
put it
new
in the one right
species,
beside
it
me.
looks
We went up for,
crazier
like,
and crazier and
350,
crazier.
and
And
I
you're
was
like,
no fucking
okay,
way.
but what
And
else?
this guy
What
was
else
still
is out there that
big
we're
on
not
it.
finding? So I think it's just the unknown of it all.
Stuff's crazy. So
Like
then
for
he-
me,
his
if I go to
coffee takes
space
it
and I
into the
find a planet that has
$25
aliens on it, like
and
I'm
puts
like,
it in
cool.
there,
Like
and he loses,
I've watched all
all
kinds
the
of YouTube
600
videos about
in, like,
this.
3 minutes.
What if it was a planet of like,
So
well, what's the creepiest thing you've
Because
seen in
I'm
the
so
ocean?
pissed off.
Like those ghost fish or whatever they are. There's some wild shit.
Each thing is
What if it was a whole
$25,
planet of
yeah.
those things? You
Okay,
could
that
get
would be really
too.
scary. I know, that's why I don't know. I struggle with it because I'm like, I wanna go where I get the most answers. You know? I don't know. I feel like even the thought of going to the ocean terrifies me. So I don't know.
Do you like the beach?
No.
Really?
I'm like part vampire.
It's a keeper,
so.
dude. Found a woman who doesn't like the beach. Hang on to her.
I'm
forever.
not a fan. I don't
She
like
loves woods and hiking.
Again, hang on to this.
No,
No,
I hate
she
going
hates the woods and
outside.
hiking.
Oh, you hate it all?
I just look
She
at my
doesn't even like
skin tone.
floating.
I'm like yeah, I'm fair. I'm gonna live young for a long time though because I never go outside.
But what would you rather do? Go four-wheeling in the woods or lay on a beach?
I love four-wheel riding.
See, that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
I love four-wheel riding.
Arkansas, did you go to Farmington?
No.
She's been all over.
Yeah, I've lived all over the place. That's why I'm a professional talker. I was like, I don't know if I'd call you professional, but you're a talker.
I didn't say a word. Where'd you graduate?
Russellville.
Russellville.
But I grew
okay.
up right outside of Kansas City.
You grew up outside of Kansas City.
I was a Broncos fan.
So that's a good place to be a Broncos fan.
Yeah, it is.
So what made you a Broncos fan?
My dad has him tattooed on his arm. So,
No shit.
Yeah.
Is that because of Elway?
Yes, actually. He started watching football because of LA and
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
got
How old is
No,
you?
John
How old
Elway.
is you?
52.
Steve Outlaw.
That's stupid. John
But he
Elway.
actually.
Nobody
How
said
old?
anything about
I'm
Steve
29.
or what water he's at.
Elway.
Nobody
Steve
cares
Outlaw.
where Steve's at. If he's at land, water,
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah, because you're.
Does it matter where he's at?
Yep. Nathan Birmingham still on. Yeah.
My dad. He wants to get his tattoos
Alright.
covered up though, so.
Yeah, because he's so ashamed of the Broncos. I would want to get him covered up as
He
well.
wants with the NFL, so.
Oh, he's
yeah.
done with the NFL
Yeah.
for political reasons.
Mhm.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So he doesn't look up for me. You're gonna have to quit talking for a minute. Just he was the whole reason why I got into football. Though I love watching football. One of my favorite things.
Is this
to do.
weekend?
One of my favorite childhood
This was
memories.
it. It's like,
Football.
hit my head.
Yeah.
With my dad.
Well, y'all should come out and watch some with us. Bring your kiddos.
Well, we're right down the street, so
No
it'd be
shit.
easy to do.
Might need a stick.
Let's do
We'll
this
just have a
fucking-
little baby.
Spit on it.
Remind me how old the other two are again?
4 and 6.
and 4? Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm using your camera as a mirror.
Hey,
What
perfect.
happened
Yeah, just rub it in. Use it for a
Yeah.
bandage.
I just
Yeah,
need
come
to
on,
watch
yeah.
Brad's fucking sweat.
Oh, we will.
So what
As long
are-
as you're not a Chiefs fan.
It's leaking.
I loathe the Chiefs. And
Me
that
too. I
that
hate
comes
it
from being
so
a Broncos
much.
fan
Right, it
because
does.
that's your number one rival. But after what happened last year, I really hate them on a whole new level. The whole Taylor Swift shit.
I was
I'm
about
not
to
gonna
say,
forget that
okay, but
immediately.
here's the thing. The NFL just learned they made all of the older generation mad with their politics, right? So
They
now,
had a bunch of short-term games
You should have dipped.
right?
and lost a lot of long-term viewers, I think.
Oh, for sure.
Figure it
But now they know who they're catering to is the younger generation. So that's why you have Taylor Swift and you have Usher doing the halftime show and Eminem and Snoop Dogg and all them. Because they learn their audience.
Dogs at the Olympics.
Well, what kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to everything. I like country music. I like rap.
Oh,
You
that's
know.
not what's on every time.
Country
I get in
ghetto.
the car.
That's what they call me.
Country ghetto.
Country ghetto. I listen to anything. I'm kind of like Larry. That's why we get
Country
along so
ghetto,
well.
Larry.
Huh?
I'm not country ghetto.
You're
Country ghetto, dude.
No.
country ghetto.
You're ghetto country. Ghetto cowboy.
I don't mind as long as it's good. I get tired of music though.
Rogan's been on for 2
Oh,
months.
we're missing Rogan.
Yeah, it's been on.
Rogan's on.
It'll still be on, boys.
You can turn it on.
I can't turn it on.
Why?
Copyright.
Oh, we can't watch it.
Shoot, he wants to finish the
It's
haircut.
fine. We'll be able to start it from the beginning.
Well, we can show them
We're not
your
gonna
hair and your
miss it.
beard after.
We're fine. Y'all do
What you have to say is more important right now.
Yeah,
That's right. This
you're
is
right.
your show, Jordan. We're not going to
It is.
interrupt it.
That's
God
right.
damn it. Quit trying
That's
to.
right.
Larry's trying to make up for the freaking
Make Brad's hair
what's
great.
his
This is what
name?
I was going to
The
be. I should've stayed
politician
home.
and the.
What happened to MAGA hat, bro? You dissing Trump?
Well, we're hanging out at the barbershop.
Jason was kissing on me a little
No, he
bit.
kept saying Trump, Trump, and Jason slapped the piss out of her.
That's cute.
He took, dude, he's bleeding worse than Trump did.
Wow. What happened to you, Nathan?
I would think there was a guy sitting
Somebody
over
took a
there
pop
on the
shot
right,
at me. Grazed my
and
forehead.
Nathan turned his head at the right time.
I didn't miss.
I didn't miss.
Oh, you're such an ass.
See what happens when you talk while you're getting your beard trimmed.
Yeah, you can't. I just learned a good technique from you on that mustache.
What do you call that?
Going on the side and buzz down.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
from the
I'm
middle
always-
over, middle over.
Well, I'm always getting the whole scissor out, trying to fuck around with one individual hair at a time. She just chunked. Took that
Yeah, start in the
off.
middle
So
and aim down to the corner of your lip on both sides. It's the same thing when you're lining up here. You start right here and at the corner where your jawline is.
Yeah.
And draw it all the way to the middle. Do that on both sides and then look up
at
and connect it in the middle.
Godzilla's.
So you'll be able to see if your line's off.
How's this look? Is this covered now?
Okay, so
Yeah, it's
you
getting
start
blown
from the
over.
corner,
Mhm.
go to a point.
But instead of looking up like that, you want to turn your head to the side,
like
like
this.
this.
Okay.
And draw your line on each side and then look up. You'll be able to see
No, eat some
if your lines
Alright.
are off and then connected.
Well, the problem is like a lot of times this will be so far down, like I can't see.
Yeah.
We're
You have to
trying
like lift it up.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Also,
Mine is-
because you had like a lot of bulkiness right here,
Fuck
so
man
if you'll
over
put
there.
You had
a
to go
guard,
at
like a
2
2 or a
o'clock.
3
Yep.
on your clippers,
Yep.
After I
and
talked to
you
you, I was
start
bitching
right
about
up
this.
against the face,
Uh,
so it's
went
free
to the
advice.
shower and then we left.
right up against the face, and
She
go
was giving me
down,
shit 'cause
and
I
don't
was
curve
coming
in
from
with
the shower.
it. Just go straight down like this.
Okay.
It's gonna take that bulk off.
Yeah, no. We,
See, I've always
Without
struggled
taking the
with
length
that.
off.
Yeah,
We didn't get
that's
there till, like,
perfect.
3:15.
Yeah.
I know, because I've been
You're
watching the
teaching
podcast
people
and
how
I'm
to-
like,
how
I
to
want at
come
his
see-
beard.
He's out past still.
I literally have been telling Larry, I'm like, I want at his beard. I know.
So you've been sitting there
Well, when we
judging my
left,
beard
I
all
left
this
him
time,
home
wanting
at an hour
to
and
fix
12
it.
minutes.
Well, that
That
and the
we
women
drove
you guys were talking about,
40
yes.
miles an hour.
Yeah. I was
Okay.
watching it and I heard you guys talking about that one
You know, through
politician.
still
You were like,
row,
hey, and I was like, did you tell him?
Went up
He's
to
like,
like
yeah.
Wait,
100.
who? What?
That
all the way
one
back over to
politician,
59 again.
I can't remember her
Well,
name.
59,
The
62,
really pretty Hawaiian.
62 link
Oh,
in the black-
Tulsi
in the
Gabbard?
black
Yes.
top.
And when she came home and told on himself immediately, he's like,
Where you put it up now?
He's
I was
just
like,
he
you
left on
told
the
him?
trailer.
Out there,
Oh.
like,
But I texted him, I'm like, you
fucking
better hope the Hawk Tour girl feels the same way you do.
She- Tulsi Gabbard is a little mannish, I will say.
Yeah,
I
but
love
she's
Tulsi
kind of
Gabbard.
badass,
She's
honestly.
very masculine. I mean, I'd hit it,
Oh, man.
I hope you put that up there.
This is Larry's last podcast.
He said his wife don't watch the
but
podcast.
he didn't say it.
He didn't say it.
And my wife doesn't watch it, so I'm free.
I know. I loved how the first time he came on, you guys were all like, "Oh, she won't watch it." And I'm like, I really expected Nathan to be like, "She's gonna watch it, guys." Like,
Oh, I was thinking it.
yeah, she's gonna watch every second of it.
What a bored soul.
What an insult to your podcast.
I
man.
watch it in between clients at work and all of that. So, okay, let's
How many
turn
views
you
you do?
real quick because I
Every
want
one
to
of
see.
them.
Do you
There's only like two.
Do you only watch the ones Larry's in, or do you
Only
watch
two
some of the
that
others?
was
I watched
I've watched
part of
one and a
Taylor's.
half.
Oh hell, I listened
Two.
to like 3 driving across America.
But and I
Well, did cross country America with,
I'm like-
with the Will Hardcast.
yeah, I'm
my
like,
gosh.
put another one on, and then he put the Will one on, and I'm like, well, no, put another one on.
I moved up my whole release schedule just
Yeah,
for Stillwell
he did.
Drive. I was like, fuck, he needs something to
He
listen to.
did. Well, I had to get the taste of the Will one out of my mouth, so you put on the, what's her name?
So Ashley Perkins
my
was
God.
after that.
is that a
one
real
good.
snakehead in your bathroom?
Yeah.
Real what?
I got a whole week
Snakehead.
of driving next week. I'll check it
Most
out.
likely. Not a snake fan.
No, I hate
God,
snakes.
looked at the same
Were you
time.
raped by a snake, or
But then,
I do that every day.
I don't like
Jerry
reptiles at
Cypher
all,
also, that
but I went to
okay.
go.
Like,
I forgot paper towels, so I got some toilet paper to shave your neck with.
Cypher,
And
yeah.
I was like,
That was a good one.
oh,
I remember listening to that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
It was like
My grandmother
Who's
was a
that other guy?
herpetologist. She's a reptile doctor. That's what she
Okay,
did.
I was like a
So,
herpetologist.
He
I
said
knew
another
you
guy
were-
was from
it's not a doctor of herpes.
yeah,
But like you could open her refrigerator and she would just have frozen dead animals in there.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
yeah, 100%.
It didn't scare. I don't like dead anything. Nothing.
Well, I grew up around snakes. Like she had snakes in the house. She had a boa for God until she passed. My dad took that damn thing
Really?
for a while. Yeah.
So they don't scare you.
Oh, I love them.
Oh, I
love
hate
reptiles.
snakes.
My dad had a fucking alligator in the bathtub when he was growing up.
Was it frozen?
Wait, the alligator?
Yeah.
No, he had a living gator.
It was alive.
It was a fucking living gator.
Oh.
You know, y'all can just go outside instead of whispering. Like,
No way, buddy.
We're already here.
Mosquitoes and shit.
Fuck those mosquitoes.
And I'm
Pulling
like,
stuff with my dad too. My dad's like,
New shit.
dude, listen, I don't care anymore. Like,
should have threw a mic in that.
so,
Yeah, no
Is that a fucking straight razor?
yeah.
Look at him.
No. Do the neck for sure.
I already did.
Oh.
It's like,
Well, I
You
did
didn't
the
even
back of
realize.
his neck
I've
already.
never done this before. This
Oh, you
part.
haven't?
No.
Oh, you're
So at my shop,
popping his
I do.
I did it yesterday.
straight
hot
razor
router.
cherry.
she used a straight razor on you.
Still, well, this bitch could kill me.
Your barber?
Right away.
Call me a bitch one more time and I
I was
will.
gonna say-
Oh!
What?
He just-
Alright, fair enough.
That was hilarious.
What'd she say?
This bitch could kill
Ask
me.
Larry about
Yeah.
that one. No, I'm just kidding. But at my
Everything.
shop, I do like I lay the chair back. I do cleanser, hot towel, 2 hot shaves, hot towel, face massage. It's
The
a whole thing.
whole fucking thing.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Go check her out, House of Handsome. Where is it now?
Right off the Sunset exit
Okay.
in Springdale, right behind Walgreens.
Right
Yeah,
behind
it's
Walgreens.
about a mile
Sunset
down, ain't it?
exit.
About a mile down
Yeah, about a mile.
to the east.
Yeah.
But rush in there because she's about to pop. What's the due date?
October 30th.
October 3rd. So it's right around Halloween.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully
you
a little
guys-
earlier.
And if they tell you that they heard about you from the podcast, will you give them a 2% discount?
I can give him a discount.
No,
I give-
you gotta
I give
coagulate-
Thomas a really good discount.
coagulated.
Why?
Because,
Stick those
I
in the
mean,
fridge.
he's,
Because he's Tom's.
yeah, because he's friends with the fans, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I,
Come in and get your hair cut by Jordan before the baby's here. Tell her you saw it on the podcast. And then tell her that she needs to start her own podcast. I think she does.
maybe called Hairapy.
Maybe call. Well, we're gonna call this episode Hairapy for sure.
Oh, okay.
I'll test it out.
It's
for you.
because Larry's gravel is not doing so good anymore.
Ooh.
Sorry, I just
Wow. That was
No.
kind of nasty.
he did really good.
You gotta deal with this shit all the time.
Yeah. What'd she say though?
What'd she say?
He didn't care. No, he's very good at his job.
He is. He is. I've seen his work.
Yeah.
He's laid my gravel.
Yeah.
Oh man, I knew he wasn't over here just podcasting. He almost missed your driveway on the way over here. I was like,
I
mm-hmm.
mean, like,
Yeah, you don't know where his house is, do you? You haven't been over there. You
I missed it in the
lying.
dump truck too. I took the wrong driveway in the dump truck, and that was a nightmare.
Is your neck sensitive?
get a little
No, I
tired.
mean, to straight racer,
You're starting to look like
cutting
a,
my arm.
you're starting to look like a human
Well, I
back
usually
there.
use hot towels to like
Tighten
open and
up.
close the pores, you know. So I don't want
Cut
to.
that.
Make sure you slit that throat while you're back there.
Beep, 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 beep.
If you get a little rash, you can lie and say you didn't.
Hold on, I'm trying to think about when my next podcast is.
Start coming over weekly.
After the power podcast.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday, so I will speak wonders and praise.
Well, it's fresh.
And you're
Unless
welcome
it
for
looks
setting
bad,
us
because
up,
to be
guys.
honest, I can't see this whole side of your head.
I don't. What do you mean you can't see it?
Let's cut off.
He's like, oh no.
It's bleeding.
What are you
Yeah.
doing?
No,
this
it's
bar?
covered in
It's,
blood.
no, it's dark, but I can see it.
Oh.
You want me to hold my phone
The
light?
lighting's fucking terrible. He should have brought your damn. What is that donut light you call?
Ring light. I will next time.
Ring light. Yeah.
I didn't think about it. I didn't know. I hadn't been invited here, remember?
You didn't know it was a fucking dark cave.
No, I had
What?
no idea.
Man, she's salty about not being invited over here yet.
I like her.
I had to beg for it.
Why are you so salty?
I came to your festival in a scolding heat.
You're asking to get invited into a secret men's society.
And I walked in, I was like, I feel like I'm intruding. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of are, but you earned your place now.
I did.
See?
Yeah,
Now,
they're
now
Hairapy.
you're one of us.
And how does that make you feel?
Just don't grow a wiener.
Oh, jeez.
Say don't grow a wiener. I'm
Yeah.
not sure that's how that works.
Well,
Well,
Be
if it
careful.
is,
Surgery
don't.
has to be performed.
You
Yeah.
never know. Things are
Surgery.
weird now.
Society is different now.
It is 2024.
So what's the deal with that boxing match on the Olympics?
It's
I
a
don't-
chick.
She's
It
a
is-
chick
it
with
is a girl.
testosterone. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a chick.
She was born female.
That chick got her ass beat last time in the Olympics.
So
But
No
the
one
thing
said-
is,
if she'd have lost, no one would say anything.
Buy a
can I,
chick.
Nathan, I
well-
want to ask Nathan this real quick.
Oh, he's
Well, I've been unplugged for about 2
Well, hold
weeks.
on,
I
Nate.
don't know.
Nathan's, you're pretty right wing. Do you feel?
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself that way? I'm asking.
Definitely conservative. I'm not
Okay,
the other
pretty
direction.
conservative.
Yeah.
You are too, right, Wayne?
yeah, I'd say so.
I'm more
Do
of a
you feel like the
libertarian, maybe.
conservatives are in a huge hurry to always play the victim card all of a sudden? It's like the left is always playing the victim card, and now the right, anytime they get an opportunity, tries to play
The,
it.
the problem, the way I see it, because this is my conservative side, is that the left has gone too far to the left. So if the right doesn't play their victim games, then they're missing out.
I feel like it's
you gotta
a
bring it back
defense
to the middle
mechanism at this
somehow.
point.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, but you agree they do it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
they're,
yeah, I
they're
agree.
definitely doing it.
It's
But I understand why.
but I feel like we talked about that last. It's about being the bigger person. It's about
We did talk about it. It was a good conversation. Fucking Daily Wire is really driving that thing for me. I feel like Ben Shapiro's been playing the victim Jew for a year.
Oh man.
Yeah,
so
he
bad.
hasn't let that
So
go.
bad.
You know who I really like? Charlie Kirk.
I like Charlie Kirk.
I like
love
him a
Charlie.
lot. So,
Makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah?
And he's a big
Just
green.
kidding.
yeah.
You
Are
haven't
you
talked about
attracted to him
me like
sexually,
that.
I'm not.
Larry's face.
I only have eyes for Lair Bear.
Hey, stop
me
that.
too.
So do I, apparently. That's
He's
funny,
the
we have that
best.
in common. We're
Larry
both
Bird's the
attracted
best.
to
It's the shirt.
Yeah, it is the shirt, because I only felt that tonight. It's like, God.
Good, he can
Something
wear it when he
sexy
goes out
about-
with you.
You know, we flex a
I'd
little.
wear it if I could. It's too small for me.
It is a small. They didn't have a medium.
It is. It's,
no,
a,
it's small.
a size smaller than he normally wears, but I'm a
There's no
supportive
way I
wife,
can
and I
put
was
it
like,
on.
No,
you
it's a
can do
little
it, babe.
There you go.
It'll fit.
Wear it tomorrow.
Okay.
So where
Slice
are
some
your
fish and
kids
it's
tonight?
tomorrow.
Are they with the grand
They're
folks or what?
no.
Or are they just watching themselves?
They're at-
They're alone.
They're watching themselves.
At home.
They're at Nathan's.
No, they're in their kennels.
Okay, look up.
What do you mean?
We put them in the
This
kennel.
is the last.
Yeah, we're not like irresponsible. What are you talking about?
We put food and water out there in the kennel.
They got those little gerbil water things.
Guys,
I'm trying not to laugh. I'm
this is very serious. What's
straight
going on
raising my
right
throat over here,
Nah, she's got the clippers out now.
Like
You
a
saw
gerbil.
it.
Yeah, just a regular.
Now
Look
just
at
go in
It
that.
almost looks like a human being.
I know.
It's
That's
the
pretty
cleanest
wild.
cut.
Imagine what it would look like if she could see.
That is-
If he had some good lighting, it'd be even better.
God, Nathan's got a bitch about literally everything.
And I've just been,
How do you,
I've just been back here having fun too. I like didn't ask you any more questions. I was like, no, this is how it's just gonna go.
you just gotta roll with it if you're gonna come in these walls, man.
Well, you hadn't had a haircut in a professional haircut in 15 years, so I really figured my standards were
I
not
say
that high.
15. It's probably been longer.
She's gonna be pissed when he puts a hat on here in a minute.
I know.
No, I'm gonna leave the hat on.
You can wear it if you
I'm
want.
gonna.
Well, you
No,
need
I don't want to ruin this.
Looks
He's
good.
like, I haven't looked
I don't
at
want to
you.
ruin my Nazi haircut.
I'm gonna put this oil in your hair, your beard. I mean, your beard hair. And tell me if you like the smell of it.
I mean, I don't like the greasy texture.
You don't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
know. You haven't even felt it
I
yet.
can sense it there.
He puts
It
Crisco
smells,
in it
it
every
smells
day.
nice.
Your
What is
beard
it?
needs a little bit. It's called sweet
what's in
tobacco.
that?
Needs a little red sauce in it.
But
take a drink.
Little red sauce. Yes, yeah. Maybe.
You hit the corners with a little bit of
we're
red
gonna,
sauce.
and when we're done, we're gonna check in like
See
the
that
actual
gray right
writing
there?
for
Yeah,
the-
Dive back
sauce
into the
in
snatch
that
of
area.
with that
I
red
think we're
sauce.
good. What do you think?
I think it looks fantastic. I didn't know I could look this handsome. If you will. House of
House of
Handsome.
Handsome.
Check it out. Yeah.
There you Yeah.
Look at that.
Nicely
Beautiful.
done, madam.
Thank you.
Go
thank you.
check out House of Handsome off the Walnut exit, right?
Off the Sunset exit.
Sunset. I'm an
Yeah.
idiot. Yeah. Check it out. What's the address? You got the address?
1336 Carly Road, Suite 4.
But hit her before Halloween because she's about to pop. Georgia coming, baby
Georgia,
number 3.
yep.
So hit it up. She's only taking 2 days off though, so she'll be back to work by November 1st.
Yeah.